Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and in this video, I'm going to share some information with you on the black cumin seed. This is a lovely little plant that has a beautiful, beautiful purple flower, makes an amazing addition to your flower garden, and has some massive health benefits as well. Many of you might be familiar with black cumin seed, especially when it's cold pressed into an oil and consumed straight out of the fridge, a teaspoon, a tablespoon of the oil, sip it down, gulp it down, and you've got some massive health benefits. So this is something that I actually started looking at about 15 years ago and adding it into my supplement routine. And then I kind of fell off the wagon with it as far as taking it daily. And it's recently come back on my radar for a couple of reasons. But I just thought this would be the perfect time to share with you all the amazing medicinal benefits of black cumin seed. Now, the information I share with you is not meant to be medical advice. This is just meant to entertain and educate you. So as always, please do your own due diligence, do your own research, especially when it comes to adding anything herbal, anything natural into your health routine. And especially if you're on any type of prescription medications where there can be interactions, check in with a functional medicine doctor. Make sure that you are doing and adding things into your diet the safe way, especially if you're going after certain health issues that you would like to improve. Now, the cool thing about some of these plants, especially plants like black cumin seed, is that they have been around and used for thousands of years. In fact, it's estimated that they can go back and look in ancient records, and black cumin seed has been used and revered for its medicinal properties for about 2,000 years. In fact, some of the lists that I found in some of the ancient texts that they tout the virtues of this are this. These are from ancient times: asthma, fever, back pain, bronchitis, cough, congestion, dizziness, paralysis, headaches, and inflammation. Now, of course, back in ancient times, the way that you found out that these went after these issues was by pure trial and error. And when you have something that not only has massive health benefits, but it's also used as a food, it's a lot easier to say, well, what if we gave a person a little bit more of this? Or what if we cold pressed it into an oil? Because even now in the Middle East, this is a very revered seed that's used for food. It's one of those things that when you start learning about it, you'll understand why it's gained popularity in modern times. Now, in the research that I was doing about this for this video, I found that there is an estimate of about 1,700 modern studies on this plant. So this is not something that only has a couple of studies that has been looked at. There are literally hundreds of studies on this plant. And because we now can confirm some of these things that were in ancient times, here is now a more modern list of the things that they have found in an accumulation of studying this plant and these seeds in particular for what it does for human health. So here's a quick list. And I would say my top favorites are what it does for your thyroid, your immune system, and for weight loss, okay? So it's got anti-diabetic properties because it's great for high blood sugar and insulin resistance. It's a cough suppressant, so, for colds and flu. Anti-cancer, and this is mostly due because of its powerful antioxidant properties. It protects your liver. It's neuroprotective, which means it protects your brain. Here's something else I love. It's gastroprotective for the whole entire gastro tract, like your whole digestive tract. So from your digestion that starts in your mouth, all the way down through your stomach, and all the way down through your intestines and throughout through your colon. This is very, very good for your digestive tract. Amazing. An immunomodulator, really good for your immune system. It's also a powerful analgesic, which means it's good for pain. And it has been shown to have really good results on back pain. Here's something I love too. It's got powerful antimicrobial properties. So virus, fungus, bacteria, things like that. Anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic. So it helps muscles with muscle tension and all of that. And then a bronchodilator. So really good for if you have bronchitis or any type of things in your lungs. So these are all the things that have been confirmed through all of these modern studies that we have done over the years, that we have all the equipment for, and all the scientists and all the microscopes and all this fun stuff. All of these things and more that were found in ancient times are confirmed, which I think is really amazing. Now, when I first started using black cumin seed oil, when I first learned about it about 15 years ago, I bought it in like a 16-ounce dark bottle, and I would keep it in my fridge, and I would just take a teaspoon every day. And I took it and I was totally perfectly healthy, exactly like I am now, just because I'm like, I want to keep my immune system strong. I want to keep my gastrointestinal system strong, and all of the benefits. And one of the things too that I really wanted to pay attention to was my skin health. And I read so much about what it does for your skin. In fact, in our Glowing Vitality Gold, black cumin seed oil is one of the beneficial oils that you will find in our Glowing Vitality Skin Serum. And this is the gold label, because it's got all these upgraded oils, including black cumin seed oil. Now, we also put black cumin seed as an ingredient in our BP support, which stands for blood pressure support. So you'll find that as an ingredient in tincture form in our BP support, which I really love. Now, like I said, you can actually grow this in your flower garden. I think it's a little bit labor intensive. From people that I've talked to that have their own herb garden, and they do grow it, but they grow it mostly because it's such a beautiful addition. It's got these beautiful purple flowers. I've seen ones with dark purple. I've seen ones with really light lavender purple. Absolutely beautiful. But it is labor intensive and very time consuming to harvest the seeds. But the seeds are revered and have been revered for thousands of years. In fact, they found black cumin seeds in King Tut's tomb for him to use in the afterlife. This was really considered a miracle seed. In fact, the Prophet Muhammad in the Quran said that black cumin seed cures everything except death. So that's a pretty massive statement. And this is something that if you have researched black cumin seed and you have done any kind of deep dive into it, you'll find that this saying kind of pops up on a regular basis, that black cumin seed is the cure-all for everything except for death. And apparently King Tut had the idea that he would even be able to benefit from it in the afterlife, which I think is pretty amazing. So I would love to know, what do you think about black cumin seed? I actually have a sister, one of my sisters, who takes this every day, and she gets the seeds and she just puts like a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of the seeds in her mouth, and she just chews on them. She really enjoys the taste. The taste is earthy. It's a little bitter. It's not something that you would normally think, well, I'm just going to munch on these. I like to soften mine up a little bit if I'm going to just have the seeds, or use them in bread, or grind them up and put them in sauces and stews, and any and all of the above you can do. And there are some people that if you don't like the taste of it in the oil form, where you put the oil in your fridge and you get a teaspoon every day or whatever you're going to do with it, you can actually get it in a soft gel. You know, I don't know a source for that, but I'm pretty sure it'd be very easy to find. Then you just simply can take it in a soft gel. So as usual, please do your own due diligence, again, when it comes to adding anything herbal into your routine. But with black cumin seed, this is a food. This is a nourishment. This is why human beings have been using plants and their leaves and their seeds and their flowers and their stems and their roots for literally centuries, because there is a beautiful, beautiful dance between medicine from plants and humans. So I would love to know what you think about this beautiful, beautiful black cumin seed. Let me know if you've used it before, and I would love to know if you've actually grown it in your plant or flower garden. You know, this is every time I talk about a plant on one of these videos, I think, I need to put that in my garden. And, I need to go get a huge piece of property so that I can just have a section for all these different things that I'd like to grow. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next one.